Your Toyota BC dealers present BC Outdoor Sport Fishing with your host, Mike Mitchell.
Your life is an experience.
So I'm getting everything set back up again. Who's driving the first thing? And literally 50 feet in front of us, a humpback whale comes up right in front of the boat. And he goes, "Dad!" And I look over and I said, "It's a humpback, buddy. It's all good." And about 2 minutes later,
Let us be one of them.
an eagle scoops down, grabs a rockfish out of a kelp bed, off it goes, and he was hooked.
Your Toyota BC dealers present BC Outdoor Sport Fishing with your host, Mike Mitchell. BC Outdoor Sport Fishing is brought to you by Toyota dealers of BC, Yamaha, Duncan B. Lodge, Rapala, Lowrance, Shockwave Seats, Port Boathouse.
Welcome everybody to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Got a special guest, longtime friend, first time on the show though.
First time on.
That's awesome. Curtis Myers from BC Fly Fishing Charters. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks for having me here, Mike.
Yeah, so we got a little history. I coached a kid in ball hockey for a while.
Yeah.
And I think our kids actually played hockey one together way back when.
Way back, yeah.
Way back when. So that's funny. That's Hunter and Caleb. They got a little history, and
Yeah.
I think they're defensive partners right now in most of the games we're playing right now.
Most of them,
So
yeah.
kind of funny, right? So you and I have been talking about fishing off and on, and you kind of now have started a new chapter in your life again. And
Yeah.
I thought this is the perfect opportunity to come up and do this, right? So let's
sure.
talk about, Curtis, where we are first, right?
All right. We're up on the upper PITT River.
Yeah.
Just north of Vancouver. Basically an hour and a half from the city. And yet we're in probably one of the remotest parts of the
Yeah.
lower mainland. It's
This is crazy. Yeah.
not accessible by vehicle. Can't drive up here. It's jet boat, helicopter only.
Yeah.
We take the jet boat.
Yeah.
Can't afford a helicopter.
Yeah. This is not something for your everyday guy. This is somewhere you want to come up and take part of this fishery. You need to know the river, and it's guys like you that are running the river daily. Because we just said we're up here like, oh, that log wasn't there this morning or on the afternoon. It changes, right? And if you get an inexperienced guy up here, you're in trouble, right? So this is where we really want to stress it. If you're going to come up here, get the right people, get somebody with experience, right?
You definitely want to be running the river every week.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least.
So enough of scaring people off. Let's talk about the good part. What are we
right.
fishing for? What are we going to target up here, right?
We're here in early June,
Yep.
in the spring, and this is the time of year when the sea run bull trout start
Yeah.
to migrate up the river. They come out of the sea. They're not a far running fish like
Yeah.
the salmon. They don't go off the coast of Japan or nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
They live around the estuaries, and they come up at this time of the year on their spawning run.
Okay.
And so at the beginning of the season, this is when the biggest fish are going to run,
Yep.
and they can average anywhere from 3 to 6 pounds.
Yeah.
And a really big, old, mature fish is going to be over 10 pounds.
Wow, okay.
As big as 15.
Okay, and we pulled into this spot. You said, get the camera ready. First cast, guarantee.
Within your first couple, I would have.
All right, first couple. No pressure now. Yeah, that's right. All right. I want to go fish.
All right,
All right. Well,
let's go get one.
Let's go catch some fish. All right.
So when you get this heavy, fast water blowing by, and you get this nice, calm inside bit,
Yeah.
right? They can sit in this nice, calm stuff, not expend a lot of energy, and just have a buffet running by them.
Yeah.
Little minnows and little salmon fry and stuff like that, they can't swim in that big, hard water.
No.
And those things are going to come out and just get kind of blown into this softer water here. discombobulated, if that's
Yeah.
a word.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're gonna be coming through that the
through
rapids
those-
here, the
oh, yeah.
riffle, right?
And then fry. I mean, that's what they're doing right. They're migrating down the river right now. Next cast, just chuck it out and let it swing
Okay.
all the way through there. Just nice and smooth. Keep it moving though. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep going. Keep stripping. Keep stripping. There he is. Oh yeah.
There we
you got it.
go.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back. Closed captioning brought to you by the world-famous Duncanby Lodge, located in beautiful Rivers Inlet, British Columbia.
There he is. Oh yeah.
There we
you got it.
go.
Oh, it's a big one too. Look at the side. You see him flashing down
Yeah.
there?
Nice. Nice.
Let him go. Let him go.
So you just had to get the right cast out there, right?
That's right. You needed the right first cast.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't
fish.
know of a fish that can use the current as well as these things.
Yeah.
You'll see them, they just turn their bodies right sideways into it. They're not really showy jumping type fish, but
No.
man,
That's a power.
they got some power, that's right.
Gorgeous fish. Look at that. Nice.
There he is.
He kind of looks like like if you look at a pike,
Yeah, yeah,
right? You
yeah,
got that
yeah.
same kind of a body, right?
Just
Unbelievable.
chrome, fresh out of the sea.
Wow.
Pink spots on his side.
Yeah, yeah. So how big you think that is?
25, 30 pounds.
That liar. The camera doesn't have that much weight, otherwise I'd be in trouble. Yeah.
Oh, he's in the 5 anyway.
Yeah,
6
that's
pounds,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Gorgeous. All right, let's show the viewers that one. I'll put my rod down here while I'm unplug them. Here.
Hooked him perfect, right in the corner of the mouth there. That barbless scammy out of it.
Just look at the colors.
And not like a regular, I mean, you catch a lot of bull trout in where they're resident in the rivers.
Yeah.
And they're very like big head, small body kind of,
Yeah, yeah.
these things are firm.
They're healthy.
Beautiful, yeah.
Awesome. Good job, buddy.
All right.
We got a high five on that one. I can't imagine that thing having another 10 pounds on it. That would have been fantastic.
You probably lost them on that log.
Come on, Curtis. You're supposed to be able to hook fish too. I guess you don't fish often though, do you? Mostly like you don't really get the fish, do you? You're usually just standing there with a net waiting, right? Or do you get the fish?
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, here, I'll catch one then. If you want
We
me
get
to
the
catch-
saltwater guides at the end of the season. They're like, oh, I haven't reeled in a fish all year.
There he is.
Yeah. Here we go. We're up.
Good
Nice.
one too.
Nice. I'll grab the net. It's going to be a little bit.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, I said the magic word. I'll grab the net.
Mike tells me I need to catch another fish. He's not going to air my show.
Well, you know, at least we got tons of you casting.
Yeah.
All that matters. We all know it's called fishing for a reason. We didn't say
It's
we're
a fishing trip, not a catching trip.
going to BC Outdoors catching.
Could be.
Yeah.
I don't think that one's taken yet. Feel very good, does
No,
it?
it doesn't. It's terrible. I
Now
can't.
now you know how deep your insults cut.
Yeah, I can't believe how. I couldn't imagine what it'd feel like to have double.
To lose two of them?
Double that feeling would be terrible.
Just give it up for good, I guess. Eh?
Yeah, that's right. I'd be going to a new field, maybe oil changes or. Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, I said the magic word. I'll grab the net.
It looks like a good one. He's holding out right in that
Yeah.
tongue of current there.
Isn't that what you just said? That's where you kind of put that cast, right?
Yeah, just right there.
I think you kind of know what you're doing up here.
Hey, you get lucky sometimes.
You do. I'm just surprised there's fish in this hole. It just looked like a nice box. So aren't they?
Yeah, they use that.
They kind of go for that.
They
little,
use that current.
Yeah.
Oh, they like that. Yeah, yeah.
right, that kind of a hard first little, and then they kind of just like peter out. It's not like a big acrobats or anything, right?
That's right. Just power. You watch. I try and lift them up here. I haven't really seen them yet.
Oh,
Just stayed down.
beautiful.
Look at that. He's running upriver on you now. Oh yeah, look at that rod, corked right over. There he is. Oh yeah, nice one. Oh.
So we're reeling this in, Curtis. This guy's good. What do you have for seasons? What are your seasons for guiding up here? When's prime time? What are you doing?
Well, prime time for these big bulls is right now, early June.
Yeah.
This is when the biggest bulls come up to spawn on their spawn and run.
Yeah.
These guys will come through pretty much almost till July.
Yeah.
We'll get these big fish, and then we'll get the smaller bulls will come in. Big numbers of them. They tend to spend a lot more time in the lower river.
Okay.
And then the salmon will come in starting in mid-July right through to mid-August.
Okay.
And that's for the sockeye. Oh, that's a big fish. Whoa, that's a sockeye-sized bull trout right there. Watch out for that bit of junk. And
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back.
To me, it's about priorities. I'm never going to look back and wish I had spent more time in the office. So I look for chances to disconnect, to reconnect with what's important, to remember what life's really all about. So make a splash. You never know where it could take you. Yamaha. Conquer water.
Welcome back to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Learning with the pros. Brought to you by your Toyota BC dealers.
all right, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about leader construction and the proper way to assemble your leader down from the sink tip to catch some of the fish up on the pit here today. So we start with this is the end of our type 6 or type 8 sink tip. And I just take a short little piece of 30 pound, 40 pound, this is called butt section, butt material. It's very stiff, heavy monofilament. And this will be when you're changing your tippet, so you don't have to constantly go through your tippet and it'll break, having it break at the end of the fly line. So we start with just a simple nail knot. This is called nailless nail knot. We start by making a small loop, pinching it between your fingers, and the back end of that line, you're going to wrap it inside the loop. 5 or 6 times, and I pinched both the end of the sink tip and that butt section here, and I'm just going to pull the tag end and help those nicely together. And I don't want to tighten it or I'm going to lose that much of my sink tip. So before I tighten it, I just slide that knot right up to the end of the sink tip there, always wet. tighten it up, test them. Make sure that line isn't going to come off the end of your sink tip. Just trim our butt sections off here. Now we have our nice heavy butt section to attach our tippet to. We're just going to use not a really long, just a nice short 4 or 5 foot piece of that. And we're just going to attach it with a surgeon's knot. And for this knot, we just double those 2 lines up by about 3 or 4 inches. Make a simple overhand knot. They call it a surgeon's knot because you don't got to be a brain surgeon to figure this one out. Then you go through once and 2 times. That's your whole knot right there. Again, wet it, tighten it together. I just tighten up those 2 tag ends. Trim it. And there we are, ready to attach our fly. When we fish these tube flies, of course, they're going to slide up the line. Head first. Now to attach the tube, or to attach the hook, sorry, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I prefer, again, the surgeon's knot, surgeon's loop. And now when you get to this point, you can adjust how big that loop is going to be. And I'm going to make it about 1.5 inches long. Wet your knots. And when I trim it, the tag, I'm going to leave a little bit sticking out there. 3/16 of an inch or so. Now when I put the hook on, it's going to go through an up-eyed hook, through these nice Gamakatsu hooks. And then over the hook, and I'm going to continue to go over the hook until I run out of loop. Now when it cinches up, it's going to lock itself around the hook there, and I'm not going to have my hook too far back. And it's also not going to come undone. The worst thing you can do is just go through once and have that loop on there loose, and as you're casting, that loop will slide down. Eventually your hook's going to fall out, and you're going to wonder why you went through a run and didn't catch nothing. And it's because you didn't have a hook on the end. Now when that fly slides down, you'll see it hits on that little piece of tag end that we left there, and it's going to hold that hook halfway down the fly. We don't want the hook way up at the front of the fly because the fish is going to come up and he's going to miss it. And we don't want to have that hook hanging way back here either, because when that fish comes and grabs it, he's going to eat that hook too deep and we're going to damage the fish. For more tips like this, check us out on next week's episode. Oh, that's a big fish. Whoa, that's a sockeye-sized bull trout right there. Watch out.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back.
Sleek new design with easy control file. The clearest images underwater with uncompromising range. Live mapping from the touchscreen. HDS Live. New from Lowrance. See the highest detailed images of fish and structure with active imaging. Share sonar, waypoints, and routes wirelessly between Elite TI2 displays. Elite TI2. New from Lowrance.
Welcome back to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing.
Oh yeah.
Had him pass the sink tip a couple times.
He's got to, just won't come up to the surface here. There you go. There you got him. Nice work. Look. That thing's got to be close to 8 pounds.
Wow.
It's a beauty. Look at how wide he is.
Smokes. I didn't realize how big he was.
Look at that. Nice work, man. That's a beauty.
That is awesome. Yeah, I'll let you pop him out of the net there. You're kind of a better angle there.
Yeah, you better.
Wow. Look at the size of that thing.
And these are the ones you come up here in June to catch. This is a big mature fish.
Oh, gorgeous.
It's probably been up the river a number of times to spawn. And coming back again. And just super healthy, fat, I mean chrome, beautiful fish. Look at that. How big his tail is too. Not too many places in the world. Just absolutely, look at, you can see the green, that iridescent green. A pretty precious animal to keep in our rivers and keep.
Yeah. Let's see across his shoulders again, just turn him a little bit. Oh, look at that. That is amazing.
Just
Isn't
how
it?
wide.
Oh, all right, let's let him go. He's done his job for us.
He's ready to go here.
He's healthy. Look at him, just wants to go too.
Oh,
On.
like that.
That was fantastic.
Water on the lens.
Perfect. Thanks, Curtis.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
That was great. So again, you just told me flip through. I was a lazy fish. I was fishing lazy too. I'm kind of like talking to you. I'm looking at the sky. A helicopter flew by, and I'm like, da.
Oh yeah, he was only 10 feet off the beach right there.
And it's not a rock this time.
No.
That was
a-
actually moved. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So you got to go through. Because you got a little bit different technique. You can go different spots that I'm able to cast. So let's see if you can pick one out of here now.
All right, give her a shot.
We'll talk about the fact that you have farmed 2 fish already. But you know, you're not used to this. You're good on the net.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, well, I haven't missed one with the net yet.
No, you're pretty good. Yeah, you're pretty good. So we'll teach you to fish.
That's right.
You watch what I did there, right? Just clamp on and hold for life. Don't do that. That's good. All right. Let's get
Sounds
one in
good,
here.
Mike.
And now, here's a look at today's tackle and gear.
Hello folks, we're going to talk to you about the gear that we've been using on today's episode. Rod for me is today I'm using an 8-weight, 9-foot 8-weight rod.
9-foot 8-weight.
And you got something a little bit different.
I had a little switch rod, little 11-foot 7-weight.
Neat.
Something different.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Reels of choice today, the Einerson, and this is the 7 Plus, large arbor, great drag system. We had to crank. So far I've had to crank the drag down on a couple fish, right? It's been fantastic. Scientific Anglers, multi-tip line, right? And this is kind of where I said, this is what I got. What else do I need, right?
And then we had their heavy sink tip on there, 10 feet long.
Yep.
10-pound Suffix fluorocarbon white bunny leech tube fly.
Yep.
And a 2-aught Gamakatsu hook.
Can't forget what got us up here. Well, not here, but to the launch. I got driving luxury with my 2014 deckled out, beautiful Toyota Tundra. The head turner for sure. Everybody in the parking lot when I pulled in was like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah, that's a beautiful truck.
Yeah,
that's for
nice,
sure.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, we're gonna follow up a quick list. Stay tuned. We'll see it on the water.
Are you ready? Watch this. We'll get him to come back here. That was just a little warm him up. Just tease him. Yeah. I just want to get him to bite it a little better. That way I don't lose this one. I'll never be able to show my face again if I lose 3 in a row here, will I? You can't count a pull as losing one. There he is.
There he is. Shot on camera. I'm not gonna touch the you know what for a bit. You tell me when I can.
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. Call the shot. Just tease them up there. How's it feel?
It's not the bottom. Yeah.
It's moving.
It's definitely moving. Yeah.
One of those rockfish that I was catching earlier over there.
Oh, man, as soon as he sees you with that net, he freaks right out. There we go.
That's beautiful looking fish, dude.
Not as big as the horse you just caught, but
That's okay though. Just beautiful.
pretty little fish.
Gorgeous fish.
And perfect condition, right?
Yeah.
Super healthy, awesome.
Super strong too. Just wants to go. All right, let's let him swim back and see how many we got left in this pool. That's 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good day. Good day. Move this net out of the way. by the sun setting, you can tell, and the wind shifting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to feed you any more BS. I just think it's probably time we should probably
We're getting down there, yeah.
call her a day. It's been fantastic. Hooked some beautiful fish, some awesome scenery.
Some boat
Good
riding.
laughs,
Yeah.
Some boat shrapnel. Everything up here. It's been really good. I can't thank you enough, Curtis.
All right. I appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
We'll do another adventure, maybe another place, another time. But it's been lots of fun.
Be awesome. Sounds great.
Thank you, folks, for joining us on BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Look forward to having you join us in a future episode.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing is brought to you by Toyota Dealers of BC, Rapala, Yamaha, Port Boathouse, Lowrance, Duncanby Lodge, Shockwave Seats. BC Outdoor Sport Fishing is also brought to you by